Hi, everybody. Welcome to Paste Studio on the Road. We're live at the FME right now in Quebec with Johnny Pilgrim. Johnny, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you, kid. Oh, thank you, guys.
The spontaneous outpouring of applause, man.
You know what? You can't spin on love, dude.
Yeah.
Thing. Never spin on love wherever it comes from. A dog, a cat, anybody. Don't ever spin on love, kids.
Absolutely.
That's from Johnny Pilgrim.
I like it, man. We're about to hear the sound check that we have just heard in this room has been delightful. You guys have been here for nearly an hour making really great sounds. We're about to share a lot of those sounds with our audience. All of them are from the record Sur la trace des textes le corps. What do you want to do first?
Well, check this out, man. This is funny because these songs we're playing, the real roots of French-Canadian music. The real roots of French-Canadian music started in les boîtes à chansons, they call them. It's like this little place where people would go and sing their songs, like almost poetry night. And these guys would go out there to these boîtes à chansons in the early 60s, 61, 62, and they would sing their songs. And they're all songs about their life, their ancestors, their family, And this guy used to live out in the woods nearby here, and he came here. He came everywhere. He went everywhere in Quebec. He worked as a logger, as a log walker. He knew all the natives. He was friends with all the natives, all the Indians, and he sang these songs that I used to listen to when I was 4 years old. So now we're gonna sing you these songs. They're pretty cool. It's like hidden treasures that we pulled out of the box. We're taking you on our time machine. We're going back over half a century in these woods. Loggers, people that built this country. Their stories. We're on a trail of Texlacore. Scotch whisky, puis laisse faire l'eau. À soir, on va se pacter. Nous autres, les gars du lac Brûlot. On a quelque chose à noyer. Sa plage en McNally. Grand sourire, les dents cassées. Dans deux mots du bon sang. Ils sont pas prêts à l'oublier. C'est le matin du 13 mai, le soleil sonne. On vient de faire sauter le skidoué, sa rivière Matawan. McNally pis ses draveurs, leur bateau à la main. Sauter sur la rivière, arriver sur sa route. C'est pas le temps pour les prières, sauter dans sa Matawan. C'est pas le temps de placoter, pauvre et pitcher demain. Les filles, faut pas y passer, parce que ça bouillonne dans les ravins. Des pédos avec le nez rouge, elle prend son coup à matin. Mais pauvre les filles, j'arrive sur sa robe. C'est pas le temps pour les prières, sauter dans sa Matawan. La jambe vient de se former en haut du grand péto granit. Le village peut y passer en voyant plein la dynamite. Le McNally à grâce aux 12 bâtons entre les mains. On est pour c'est pas le temps pour les prières, sauter dans sa Matawan. matin, l'église t'appelle à craquer. 32 maudits bons hommes souriaient pour pas voir. Monsieur le curé dans son sermon, merci Dieu d'être sauvé. Mais tout le monde est au courant. Alors, regarde le banc vide de McNally. Whisky, puis laisse faire l'eau. À soir, on va se pacter. Nous autres, les gars du lac Brûlot. Ben, on a quelque chose à noyer. Il s'appelait John McNally. Grand sourire, les dents cassées. 32 maudits bons hommes. Ils sont pas prêts de l'oublier. Oh, well, thank you very much. Oh, really? Holy fuck. Who are these people?
Thank you, Johnny, and thank you, audience, too, man. It's not always that we have
there's
a
100
proper
people up there.
There's exactly
Holy
the same
shit.
amount on this side.
How do
as
you
there
all
are
fit
on
in
that.
this room? Motherfucker. Oh, sorry.
No, dude, please curse all you want. Now that
Really?
you can curse, I can curse all I fucking want. So
Really?
the floodgates are open.
Hey, don't
Yeah,
curse
that's
on me, man. Come
Yeah.
on. My mom, no, she's dead. All right.
There's no full frontal. That's the only thing we can't do on these. Dude, but say any word you
Any
want.
that shit. My guitar's in the way anyway.
Man, so I know you said that the Tex LaCour songs have been part of your reality forever. You said you started listening to those around 4 years old, right?
Yeah, but I didn't listen to him after I was 6 or 7. I forgot all the shit. It was all gone. It was just in my memory.
Do you
And
remember?
then when it was his fault.
Mine?
His fault. It was your fault. And his fault. He said, you know, old French Canadian song? I go, no. And he go, and that was his fault. He said, well, you know, those Tex LaCour songs, we used to, you know, bring the milk over to your house when you were a little kid. It was always playing and blah, blah, blah. And I went like, you're right. I know all these songs. So we went in the next day and recorded all these songs.
Good. I like that. Do you by any chance, do you remember the first time that you did hear it? Was it always just part of it, or was there like an uncle, an aunt, a grandfather, or whatever that
it was
introduced
my
you to
mom.
it?
My mom used to play those records.
Yeah.
My mom was very French Canadian. Our parents didn't speak English. You got to understand that. And all of our parents, they were French Canadians. They didn't speak English. They said yes, no, maybe. That's about it. Toaster. But you know what I mean? So they played those records of French Canadian artists when we grew up. So we had the singers from France and the singers from Quebec, which was Vigneault, Léveillé, Charlebois, Tex LaCour, all those guys were part of our childhood, and they played all the time on the radio. And our parents liked the record players. That was a big thing. You got a record player, huh? And those records made the rounds, and at one point they got forgotten. And then those artists changed. Like Tex LaCour at one point, was really, he couldn't get signed. He couldn't get a record deal. He couldn't do anything, So he started painting. And at one point he got some records made, and people started liking it, and then he changed, and he went commercial, and then all the songs that the people from this place recognize are as commercial songs. But those are songs that nobody's ever done these songs except for him. We're the first one to do these songs that are from the 60s, 61, 62, 63, when we were all like, half of these guys weren't born. He was 7. I was 4. He grew up 2 blocks from my house. So it's all like, it's all really deep-rooted stuff. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun for us. I don't know as much as I should. I know a lot more right now than I did 2 weeks ago about French Canadian culture, and I feel like we're in it right now. So thank you for immersing us in it.
You're welcome.
To have an Argentinian engineer and a dude. I mean, I'm a San Franciscan guy. We met in New York City, and now we're here. And I feel like we're really here. It feels like when you sing it, it's true,
Yeah.
And
It's Appalachian, just like hillbilly music, man. It's the same. The Appalachian went all the way up north. He came all the way to where we are. So that mountain music, that whole coming down from the high lonesome, it's all part of the whole mountain chain, and we're at the end of the mountain chain, or at the beginning.
Maybe.
Because a lot of the people were here first. The Indians were here first. And those are the ones that were the real Quebecers. And this guy that we sing about had a bunch of songs about the Indians. And we're going to sing you one right now about this Indian called Saouye. It's a trapper. Embarque tes nouvelles raquettes, les hameçons, les aviers. Tu remontes, puis on lève la flèche sur mon drapé du gibier. Pas de petits gros coulons, c'est pas beau comme intrigué. Tu remontes, pont des fleurettes, au forêt de mon laurier. Sing it, boys! Saouye. D'un bout la poudrerie, c'est la ronde des cachettes, où le lièvre et la perdrix dansent avec les épinettes. Ronde folle de l'oubli, sans Noël, sans jour de l'an, des beaux jours, des nuits sans bruit, à penser qu'on est vivant. Dans le manteau blanc, c'est le printemps qui est arrivé. Puis il mangeait de la galette dans 3 jours, c'est mon arrière. Tu vendras tes peaux de castor, de bidon, puis de la musquée. Puis là, tu te grailleras du fort. Puis les belles femmes pour rêver. Say it, boy! Un matin, dans le fond de tes poches, tu retrouves la raison. Tu regarderas passer les croches en serrant ton aviron. Soria, entends-tu crier les quais sur les gaps de l'éternité? Puis l'écho qui crie ton nom. Saouye. Oh, thank you very much. Oh my God. What the hell?
Johnny, thank you again for immersing us in this culture that is a new one to me. I mean, we're so happy to be here at FME right now. I'm finding out more about the festival. We've been treated great. We've been handed drinks and food at every single possible juncture. Yeah, we're feeling very good right now. Can we talk a little bit about this festival and how this festival itself and festivals like it help you to spread the music of Tex and reach more audiences and preach the gospel of Tex LaCour?
It's pretty funny you say that, man, because I've never done this shit. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I've never, played with such a great band. I've never been on tour. I'm a filmmaker. I did videos for Ozzy, Metallica, Motley, Skid Row, you name them.
I've seen videos of you or pictures of you at Hollywood and Vine doing the Hollywood thing, and that is a lot of my research about you centers around Hollywood.
This I'm really happy to be here because those treasures that we dug up might reach the ears of people that are doing traditional music here, young kids in their 20s, 30s, 40s. I mean, I'm fucking in my 60s, man. So to be able to bring those treasure of where I'm from, and I'm not, I'm from here, but I didn't live here. All my life I was in LA.
Yeah.
So to be able to come back and be with these guys and pull these things out of the drawer so the kids might be able to get it and go, holy shit, who was that guy? He wasn't just a painter or a pop star or whatever. He was actually a real true pioneer of the music, of the language. That guy was a patriot, man. That guy was out fighting with, he was the real shit. And so, to be able to celebrate a guy that died a few years, 5-6 years ago, without being recognized, without being, celebrated. This is the first time that these things come out. So for me, it's, it's like it's going full circle. I'm going full circles with friends that I've played with half of my life or more. So it's kind of cool.
It is, and it's
kind of cool.
I mean, the music also is so instantly enjoyable and absorbable. It doesn't take more than like 3 seconds to say, okay, now we're in it. It's not a historical study of like a dense jazz artist who I can also appreciate, but within 3 seconds, it's like, I want to hear this all night.
No, it's true. There's something kind of magic about any treasure you dig up, whether it's an arrowhead, a pot, a song, something that's been buried forever that nobody's seen but a few old folks. And we played in La Petite Vallée in Gaspésie, and there was a bunch of old folks there. And I had an old lady that came up to me that had tears in her eyes, and I was so emotional because she remembered those. So it was kind of. But now we're gonna give you a song that. It's a song about the song about my old man. My old man was living in a little tiny town like this. Even smaller than this, and he wanted to be a big man, and he wanted to go to the big city and make money and show off and get a girl and be all the proud. And then he realized that he missed what was really the real thing about his place. And it's about he's watching the geese fly back up north, and he's stuck in the city, and he's going, fuck, man. They're going back to where I'm from. It's called Le Campagnard.
1, 2, 3.
Écoute crier les états, ils montent vers le nord, et toi qui les regardes en enviant leur sort, ils verront tes montagnes, tes lacs, tes petits brûlés, ils crieront respire la poussière des grandes cheminées. Et c'est ton train à terre, c'est pour être mieux payé. Il y a des gens heureux parce qu'ils connaissent pas mieux. Toi, mon grand magnard, pourquoi ces larmes aux yeux? Écoute crier les outards, ils montent vers le nord. Et toi qui les regardes en enviant leur sort, ils verront tes montagnes, tes lacs, tes petits brûlés. Ils crieront ta misère aux forêts coquillées. T'es arrivé en ville il y a déjà ben longtemps. C'est pour faire comme tous les autres, pour gagner ben de l'argent. T'as rencontré des femmes, pis t'as tout dépensé. Et quand t'es réveillé, t'étais un homme marié. Écoute crier les outards, ils montent vers le nord. Et toi qui les regardes en enviant leur sang, ils verront tes montagnes, tes lacs, tes petits brûlés. Ils crieront ta misère aux forêts coquillées. Ah ouais, rien, ah ouais, dormez. T'as un gros char et une belle grande maison. Et quand tu remontes là-haut, c'est de la broue pis des grands mots. Débattent plus les jeunesses, pis tu fais rire les vieux. Quand tu repars, t'en veux plus, t'as le cœur trop tordu. Les outards, ils montent vers le nord. Et toi qui les regardes en enviant leur sort, ils verront tes montagnes, tes lacs, tes petits brûlés. Ils crieront ta misère aux forêts coquillées. Oh, wow, thank you so much. Oh, my God. Stop already. Enough.
Man, thank you, Johnny, so much for coming and playing this. That one, man, that song sells you right off the bat with starting with the chorus. Like the very first chord change is not the chord change that I thought it was going to be, and it immediately just raises goosebumps everywhere. So, man,
Dude, I have nothing to do with this shit. I'm not kidding. I just know the songs. He made the album. He suggested it. He put it out. She's playing on it. I have nothing. I'm just a dude that knows the song.
In all fairness, you have something to do with it.
Teamwork. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, indeed.
All right, we're out of here. We're blowing this joint.
Johnny, we'll see you next time.